Welcome to CPS360. I'm Noah Mayer.
And I'm Jack Schouten. We have a very interesting show today.
Recently, the Columbia Area Career Center's Janine Thompson was named Assistant Administrator of the Year by the Missouri Council of Career and Technical Administrators. Ms. Thompson has worked at CACC for 24 years, where she began by teaching various classes, including digital media, graphic design, and desktop publishing. She was promoted to Assistant Director of CACC in 2016. Ms. Thompson is widely respected among CACC students, staff, as well as other administrators across the state.
Earlier this year, Grace Markle, a student at Rockbridge, won the World Championship for saddle seat horseback riding. The championship was held in Louisville, Kentucky. Markle said that this has been her dream for a long time, and she still can't believe she won. She trained with a group of riders at High Spirits Farm in Boone County. James Lowery, who is Markle's trainer, said that she has been working hard at this for a long time and really deserved to win.
Now we have Ava with a story on living windows here in Columbia.
Once a year, hundreds of people gather together in downtown Columbia for the Living Windows event. Living Windows is a one-of-a-kind event that has been going on for decades. How do you feel about Living Windows?
Well, I think it's one of my favorite downtown events. I've been coming to the Living Windows for over 20 years and enjoying all of the window scenes, and have brought my kids who have grown up watching it as well. I have friends who have businesses downtown who put on great windows.
How do you think it brings in more business?
Well, you come in and you look around and you find things you didn't know were there because you hadn't been in that shop before, and that's really helping with businesses. They stay open later and it brings in crowds.
This year, the event took a twist and opened up a selfie bar for families. You were also able to take pictures with Santa.
Really, Columbia is a really collaborative community. I've been in the industry for a few years and I've never been in a community quite like this one. It's just really supportive. So we have over 7 sponsors in there, and it brings in a whole bunch of business to them. And as you saw, people are interested in our space for events and weddings, but it's really just kind of an opportunity for us to showcase different businesses that don't necessarily have a window downtown. So it's kind of give everybody a chance that aren't just directly on Broadway, if that makes sense.
How do you feel about Living Windows?
Living Windows, I like it because it's a great way for the community to interact with each other, and I feel like everybody's been cooped up in the house all year about stuff, so it's a nice way for people to get out of the house and do stuff together.
Next year, Living Windows hopes to continue their tradition once more.
Elsewhere in Columbia, 26-year-old Columbia resident Cameron Acton was identified as the victim who died during a crash on North Highway 63. He was traveling south on North Highway 63 when his car went off the road, flipped over, and stopped in an embankment. Acton was not wearing a seatbelt when the crash happened. Acton was pronounced dead at the scene by EMS, and information about his next of kin has not been released.
We asked students what their favorite gift was that they have ever received on Christmas and why.
And we got some very interesting answers.
What's your favorite gift you've ever received?
I'd have to say I got a Switch for Christmas one time. I love the Switch, the Nintendo Switch.
AirPods.
Probably take us to Chiefs-Broncos game. It's pretty close to Christmas.
My favorite Christmas present I've ever received is a vacation to Seaside, Florida with my family.
I think it's whenever I got a new computer.
Honestly, the Wii U from my grandparents.
Recently, the University of Missouri announced that all faculty and students are required to be vaccinated by January 18, 2021. But with many states beginning to sue the Biden administration over a proposed nationwide mandate, MU has put their mandate on hold. As of Tuesday, December 7th, employees are no longer required to show proof of vaccination. MU healthcare employees are the only group that the vaccine mandate currently applies to.
The Biden administration is expected to announce a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Olympics. That would mean no government officials would attend the Olympics, but athletes would still compete. Zhao Lijin, who is the spokesman for the Chinese government, said that China would take resolute countermeasures to any boycott.
On Friday, December 3rd, James and Jennifer Crumbly, parents of Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumbly, were both charged with involuntary manslaughter for failing to stop their son from killing 4 students at Oxford High School on November 30th. The Crumbleys declined to remove their son from school after multiple incidents had been reported to them, including multiple violent drawings. His parents had also given him the gun he used in the shootings.
Next, we have Ben showing us how to make a Pink Floyd-style instrumentals.
Hey, my name is Ben from CPS360, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Pink Floyd on the run type beat from scratch, and that goes like this. On the Run is a track from Pink Floyd's hit album, The Dark Side of the Moon, and it puts you in a really uncomfortable, weird trance. To try to recreate this, I started by changing the time signature to 3/4 time, which means instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it just gives a weird rhythm. Next, I added some ambience to create an uncomfortable feeling. There's nothing more uncomfortable than someone breathing in your ear. After this, I added an arp and a pad to simply play 4 notes. These notes are very close to each other, which just creates tension. Also added a little melody that goes down a half step at a time, and this also puts you in a trance because it's not really in a scale, but it's close enough. And lastly, I added a laugh in Dark Side of the Moon fashion. The next section builds off what we already have with the bass that plays the lowest of the notes and minor chords built off the bass that are played in a pad. I also included a layered melody with a bunch of ambience on it that gets louder and quieter and rotates ear to ear, kind of like on the actual track on the Run. Altogether, it sounds like this. Towards the end, I also made a B section that mainly comes from the Dorian scale, which is a popular scale in a lot of rock music. There's a piano and the same art preset as before playing these chords, as well as a synth bass playing the root notes of the chords. At the end of the section, I added a pad and then a drum fill in case there would be another section later. Hopefully these ideas give you a foundation to build upon with your own creativity. This was Ben from CPS360, signing out.
That's it for this episode of CPS 360. I'm Noah Mayer.
And I'm Jack Schouten. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.